Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in The Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk whether or not German tourists should come dressed in overalls, the traditional distilling wear in Kentucky. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Darren McElroy, Lenny Eckstein, and Bo Cumberland.
Hey gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hey,
Hey, yeah, we don't
Wiedersehen.
Yes, we don't avoid the hard-hitting topics here at the Bourbon Daily. We're going to get into this one after the break because I definitely have opinions on this, and I've just been appalled at tourist season this year, what I've seen out there, and I want to talk about it. I want to talk about what we think if we reverse the roles, what we would think about that. So we'll get into I'll frame all this out if you don't even know what's going on. It doesn't matter. We'll explain it in the second half. For right now, I've got a question for you guys. Shout out to the good folks over at Jitterbug that make the phones for the old people. They got like 2 buttons, call child, call 911. But I saw they have a new function. I saw a commercial for Jitterbug. I didn't even know they still did Jitterbug. And I see a Jitterbug commercial, which is the old person phone. And they added on almost like an OnStar system, but it's just to answer old people questions. So like the example that they did, a guy sitting there, he's like, he hits the button. It's just, well, of course, one button because everything's, with Jitterbug, it's got to be as easy as can be. It's like, I need help. So you hit that button. And then there's people whose job it is to answer the phone call and then they help you. The example in the commercial was, I'm getting ready. My grandson wants to do a video call. I don't know how to do it. Can you help out? And of course they're like, oh yes, sir. We'd be more than willing to walk you through that. But what do you think sort of commercials? I mean, what sort of comments are they getting on this helpline? Can you imagine having that job where it's just old people? The average age is over 70 that's calling you. There's no 25-year-olds that have a Jitterbug phone. So it's all old people calling you all the time long. Probably want to know.
Figured when you said this that it was like a Siri function or something like that, where it's like, "Hey Jitterbug."
No, it's live.
How long do I cook my rice for? So it's like they're calling me, and I'm like,
they showed a lady with the headset on.
Hello, Grandpa Jim.
Yes, yes.
So it's like calling your shitty grandkid who won't answer your phone.
Right.
That's beautiful. That is honestly. Do you realize what a fun job that is?
No.
I guarantee that is a fun fucking job because if nothing else, it's hilarious getting berated by old people all day long.
Oh my God. I foresee it like, can I get directions to the Cracker Barrel and what time do the dinner specials start? Because I'm thinking about going to dinner about 3:30. Do I get the dinner specials? What an easy job.
This is a Gen Z. This is Darren's dream job. All he has to do
this is what Darren needs to do with his life.
Fucking research real quick for some old motherfucker on the phone. Hey, Grandpa Jim, yeah, you're gonna be taking a left at the big tree that you planted in 1957. Then you're going to turn on to Mary Ellen's street. Remember Mary Ellen? You dated her when you were 16. She's been dead 5 years. You're going to turn on to her street.
Rip Mary Ellen.
Yeah. There's also going to be like, oh, that used to be a grocery store, but now it's
yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like boomers love, like my mom loves calling businesses for everything, like to find out if something's on the shelf, constantly calling. But this isn't quite the same thing. Well, so a couple angles on this.
It might be better. They're just lonely. I bet they're just calling to talk to the.
They're just gonna call and talk to you.
That is true. So at least you know what you're signing up for. Whereas if you are a typical customer service representative at any company or utility provider, you're not really signing up for it, but that's what you're getting. You're getting all those people like my parents calling and asking you what their password is for their Wi-Fi. Something that did happen recently is very similar though. So my parents were staying at my beach place in Maine, and I needed to coordinate furniture delivery while they were there. It was just like the way things worked out. And I knew that it wasn't going to work and it was going to be a disaster. And sure enough, like all the things happened. Long story slightly shorter, there was an incident with some furniture that was damaged. So my mom's phone is out on speaker, the delivery guy's phone's out on speaker, and they're talking to their manager and somebody else. So the guy's explaining to his manager that they need to get this new piece of furniture there as soon as possible, and my mom's like chirping in the background. And he says, well, I've got an elderly couple here. My mom goes, we're not elderly, and says it with such like conviction, as if like she's not joking. She was
elderly.
She was called elderly.
If you have to defend yourself, it's probably true.
Get the fucking picture of elderly. So at that point, I was like, I'm getting off this call right now. Good luck, guys. I'm out.
Right.
But that's the kind of person that this phone company's dealing with.
Oh, yeah?
So I thought of a different type of question that's going to be asked on this hotline.
Okay.
And it makes the job. I think this is a $10 pay raise every time you get one of these questions. This old person calls and goes, oh, hey, I'm taking this medicine. Does that perform me from doing nightly duties that I might want to partake in?
So you think they're going to be sexual dysfunction calls?
Yeah. I mean, they would probably call about medical advice, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Do you know if I've taken my X-Lax yet tonight?
Right.
No, sir, we don't have a camera in your... We don't know that.
What if I've taken it twice?
The fine print says if I have a boner for 4 hours, I should go to the hospital. It's 3 hours and 15 minutes. I feel like I should go now. And it's going to interfere with my driving. What do you think I should do? Stuff like that, you're thinking, Darren?
Yeah, that was part of what I was thinking. I wasn't going to say that, but yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Just to clarify, though, Steve, I might have missed this part. Is it indeed a answer line for anything, or is it for things related to technology?
Okay, my retort to that is, when you're talking about old people, does that matter?
No, it doesn't. But just for context,
don't call anyone for anything at any time.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a helpline. That's all they say. So once they just say it's just a helpline, I think anything goes. Yeah,
I do think it's a pretty brilliant move, though, because anytime I have to set up like technology for my parents, it's a nightmare. Right. Like, why are the remotes set up for people, I would say, like us, who know how to use a remote?
Right.
Old people need different stuff. That generation. Also, when we get old, I think we'll be okay.
What a great job to do from home. Because this is probably an at-home service, something you can do working from home. This is definitely an at-home thing. You you have to get some, they'll send you some things in the mail. You set it up. You
on
set
your phone.
Your hours.
You gotta probably have a landline, and then then you can.
So you can be like hold. Set your hours probably. Like you're working night shift, answering the old people that are calling in, and you're just sitting there Googling stuff.
Right.
Chatting.
4:30 every morning, you get a bunch of calls. How to make coffee? Yeah. How do I make coffee again on this new coffee?
And you're probably making $20 an hour just talking to old people on the phone, Googling stuff. I don't think it sounds like a bad gig. I might quit the distillery.
You might quit the distillery and do that. Yeah. While we're podcasting, you're walking somebody through something. They're like, oh, yeah. Oh, would you do this job? Is this something?
I mean, this is pretty much the job I have right now on the podcast.
Okay. Yes. Old people.
You're not wrong.
Certainly with Lenny and me Well, yes. I don't know about Darren, but well, he's like an old man.
He's
That's
like
what I
an
was
old
thinking. I
man.
just wasn't going to say it.
I think the first one that'll get a jitterbug in our group is going to be Wes Harden. I feel like Wes is he's under a year until he has to get one of these. I bet he's getting close. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Bo, would you take one of those jobs as answering phones, helping old people? I mean,
no,
they need help. Man.
Let me tell you something. This is gonna make me just sound like a asshole, but like when I say I'm thinking like 80 plus or whatever,
right?
I just don't like those people. I mean,
damn, dude, way to condemn.
Papa's 80. I'm gonna tell Papa.
Listen,
next time we're there.
He's an exception.
He's an exception.
No, like individual people, I can deal with,
okay. but as a group, just a blanket kind of statement. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just
ageist.
Yeah, it probably is. I even said like, when I was in my 20s, I used to say like when you turn 50, you should lose your license and your ability to do everything. And now people go, "You're 2 years away from that. You still think that?" Yes, I still think.
Yeah, it'd be nice, right?
It'd be awesome. Yeah,
society has to take care of me. I'm too old to take care of myself. I wish that was the case. I would be like, fine.
Steve would love for someone to be wiping his ass right now.
Oh yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't have to deal with those menial tasks then. Yeah.
Do myself again.
Clip my toenails.
Yeah, I'm over 50. I'm over 50. I'll be honest. You have to take care of me.
The only problem with that is I don't trust Gen Z enough to take care of anyone, let alone
it's true.
Your generation
or anyone else.
Yeah,
we're a mess.
He's a Zier.
He's a Zier.
Maybe it's like well, this is the other thing too about the program. You get this call, you walk somebody through it. Thank you so much, Snapper, for helping me out. They hang up. 2 minutes later, they call back and ask the same question because they forgot that they just called. You gotta go through it again. So it's like, what? Just
can I speak with Bo Cephas again? I talked to Bo Cephas about 5 minutes ago, and I don't remember what the words was he told me.
Bo Cephas.
Beauregard.
Bo Cephas Beauregard was the guy's name. 100%. Yeah.
Oh, God.
There you go. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Miss Beka Sue.
For some reason, like a bunch of my stuff has the wrong tops on it tonight, like wrong corks, which is kind of funny, but okay. Don't know how that'll happen.
Wrong cork night tonight.
Wrong cork night here at the Neely household. I've got some Knob Creek. This is a single barrel. I don't know how old it is. Small batch. Wait.
Okay.
Small batch. Okay. Weird. Anyways.
Okay. Well, this is a great cork pop, though. Solid. For sure. All right. Bocephus Beauregard. What do you got?
I think I'm going to start off tonight with some Goodwood Honey Ale Barrel.
Big surprise.
After your text message. Yeah.
Do what?
Nothing.
After your text message and now this. You've got a theme going on. Yeah. Okay. No, nothing there. Nothing. All right. I'll go next. Rye 3 toasted. I think that was pretty solid, but not good enough to take the lead. But this is a well-loved bottle. It was not bad. So, but not going to take the lead. Becca's still got the lead. Darren, you look like you're ready to go. What do you got, man?
I've got also some Rye 3 light whiskey from the ABV Barrel Shop.
Okay.
And I'm starting a whole new method where I'm going to stand up every time just to try and get the most out of these pops.
Sit back down for sure.
Yeah, that was high pitched, squeaky, and sloshy, and no, it does not take the lead. Becca maintains.
It was a very aggressive young guy kind of pop.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Lots of eager in that. Jesus. Already? It was quick, Darren. I'm not just saying.
Yes.
Vigor.
It's like, honestly, it never happens to me.
It usually takes a lot longer to pop my cork.
And it's usually more satisfying when it happens.
Yeah, I bet. For you.
Oh, God. All right. Lenny, your last but not least, man. What do you got?
I've got some Few Straight Bourbon, a.k.a. Heaven Hill.
Okay. That was solid. That was very good, but also like mine. That's a solid effort, just not good enough. Falls short of the goal line. So cheers to Beka, who wins this thing. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. We'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about German tourists. Should they start wearing overalls when they come and visit distilleries? We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. We're also sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop focuses exclusively on barrel picks. It's the job of owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot to seek out distilleries that are making the best whiskey in the world, taste through their barrels, and select the ones that are off-profile in the best way possible. They have high standards and refuse to allow anything into their store other than something they would be proud to have their name on. This leads to some really awkward conversations with distilleries that can't make it, but they do it for you, their customers. Learn more about what is going on at their St. Louis-based store by heading over to abvbarrelshop.com. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. Well, go ahead, Danny. Is there something you need to say?
Just sitting there saying that, plain and simple, if you're sending me to a text, you need to tell me you need to send it to me in a text. So,
Welcome back to the German Daily. The Bourbon Daily. We're talking about whether or not the German tourists should be wearing the overalls. I can say that. I'm not appropriating the culture. I am very German.
Frusenglaschen. All right.
We could tell. We could tell you were very German.
Oh, yeah. Very German. Very German. So, yes, German tour. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm at the stage of my life. I can't tell you how many people that I know going over to Oktoberfest. They were in Germany. And every single one of them dressed in, the guys dressed in the lederhosen, and the girls wore like what do you call the outfits that the ladies wear?
The beer maids.
Yeah, the beer maids. They're dressed like them. First of all, I don't understand why people do that. And secondly, I thought, because I say this, I'm like, I don't understand where you're wearing a costume to go over and go to a fair or festival. And I get blowback about it. Like, people are mad at me for saying that. And I don't understand. I just think, if German tourists came over here and they show up at Neely Family Distillery and they stroll in there wearing overalls because they're like, oh, we're just, this is the traditional wear of distillers. We're just wearing what they wear. We're just trying to be, part of the experience here. Is that not weird? I think it is. Right?
Look at me. I'm a master distiller in Kentucky.
Look at me. I may be a Neely. Look at me.
I think the weirdness comes when you go do it in another country. That's when I think it's a problem. If you're going to a convention and you want to dress up as a big penis or whatever you want to dress up.
Go
for it. You know what? Have fun.
We're talking about dicks, Darren. No one was talking about dicks, Briar. You threw dicks in there. We're talking about wearing an outfit.
Wearing an outfit.
You said costumes. That was the first thing that came to my mind.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No one's wearing cock outfits to the.
I don't know how that applies to what we're
talking about. Let me say this though.
Okay, go ahead, Bo. Because one that was wearing this outfit, or someone was trying to get you.
You were going just to Germany to go tour the breweries and like that's one thing. But if you're going over there for like Oktoberfest, which is probably the biggest festival that they have over there, or one of them at least. Sure. I think it's probably fair that they dress up in their lederhosen and do whatever. But
okay. So like the bourbon. So you're saying no, not distilleries. If they're coming to the bourbon festival, then yes. They can't come dressed like that to distilleries. But if they come to the bourbon festival, they should be in overalls and traditional distilling gear.
Are you saying Germans only?
Well, I just think it's most appropriate because Germany is involved here in that. So it could be anywhere. I mean,
I feel like he's attacking the Germans for no reason whatsoever.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to support the Germans here, I feel. Because I tell you what, if I was a German and I lived over in Germany and there's some dumb American dressed up in lederhosen, I'd be like, what the fuck you doing, man?
I'll show those stupid Americans.
Yeah.
But see that, like,
I mean, you fucking idiot. This is my culture. When are you coming over here and you're dressing up like that? What are you doing, man?
But here's the thing. I don't think other cultures get pissed off like we think they do. We want
and there it is, folks. Those views are not those of the ABV Network, the Bourbon Daily, or Steve Aikman.
I agree with all of that. No, the Germans don't care.
I don't think any
Germans care about everything. My God, they come over here and they tell me, I tell you what, you got these trash cans here and you just put in one, you don't bring it up. If you were in Germany, we would arrest you and you would go to jail. It was like, oh my God.
They care about things.
If you went to Mexico for Cinco de Mayo and you put on your little sombrero and you were whatever, they wouldn't be like, get out of our country. You're
First of all, they wouldn't know what Cinco de Mayo is. That's an American holiday.
Thing.
Yeah. But I'm saying they would be
Cinco de Mayo. Hey guys, it's Cinco de Mayo. They're like, what? What are you doing? What is Cinco de Mayo?
I do agree with Bo on this aspect. Bo, I'm with you on this.
On what?
The Germans don't. I'd say a lot of people, they don't care as much.
But if Germans did come over here and say they went to the, like Bourbon on the Banks or whatever event that just happened, what would you say that the overalls of choice are? Like Carhartt, maybe Dickies. What if they wore those?
And khaki or jean?
I would say khaki, but what if they wore those?
Jean is also very common.
And had them cut off and hemmed to the short level.
Yeah.
So it was traditional German attire, but distiller styled.
Distiller style. Yeah.
That would be the way to go.
I think so.
I fully support it.
Because if somebody showed up in some like Carhartt overalls, I wouldn't really think about it unless it happened 10 more times. But if they showed up in Carhartt overalls that were like hemmed 8 inches above the knees, I would say, hey man.
I would say for those that go over to Oktoberfest and dress like you live in Germany for traditional wear, it's the most American thing you can do. By making an ass of yourself in another country, by appropriating their culture, that's the most American thing you can do. So congratulations, USA, right there, you win.
Here's the other thing too. If that's part of the festival, if you go over there and all the German people are just wearing, blue jeans and t-shirt and you're dressed like that and you're doing little heel kicks and stuff just to you deserve to get your ass whipped. But it's like if you went to one of those Comic-Con things or whatever and everybody's dressed up like Superman and Batman and you went in dressed normal, you would be the weirdo because that's what's expected. And so, and maybe it is that we just see on TV over here all the festivals over there that they dress up and go to the nines on everything. Maybe most of them over there, they just kind of show up and drink some beer and go home. And we show up and we dress up and act like an idiot.
Mm-hmm. I think the Germans are getting trashed.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
And I think that they are also dressing up like assholes. I can say this. Because I'm very German.
I think so.
I think that most Germans are just assholes.
But see, like the Bourbon on the Banks yesterday, nobody was dressed up, in hillbilly attire or, So if they came over here dressed like that and were like, "Look at me, I think it would be weird because we weren't dressed like that.
It's traditional wear, though. They would then explain to you what they're wearing is the tradition. They're honoring your heritage by wearing the traditional outfits of what they're celebrating here.
That's when the problem comes in. Oh, I'm honoring your heritage. If the other person isn't doing that, that's the problem. It's not their heritage. You're just a stereotype. Like that is.
But it's okay if they happen to be wearing it because that's their culture, their tradition, and you mock it you compliment it by wearing the same thing yourself. Sure. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just
another thing, another old man anger thing from Steve.
Yeah, I guess
he's fucking pissed about lederhosen. Apparently,
no. I just think it's as ridiculous as can be.
He doesn't like these barmaids dressed up in little beer outfits.
I know. I like that. I like that.
He just doesn't like seeing the boys in their short. I would
love to go. I would love to go to Oktoberfest actually, and drink some beer. But I would go dressed like this. I would go dressed like I'm normally dressed. And it is what it is. My American style dress, and I wouldn't be like, oh, and I am also German. My grandfather was Walter Nicholas. You can't get much more German than Nicholas. So yes, 100%.
My grandma's last name was Mueller von Litz. Tell me again, you can't get more fucking German. Mueller von Litz.
That meant that you worked for the Nicholases. The Nicholases were a big deal. They're like the mafia over there. This is German mafia, the Nicholases. Please. Steve,
also, if
Saint
you
Nick,
showed up
have you ever heard of Saint Nick? Oh, there you go.
If you showed up in your Tommy Bahama attire, it'd be awesome seeing people in lederhosen point at you and be like, "Hey, that guy wore a costume."
I know, and I'm fine with that. Because I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable in who I am. I don't have to be like I got to dress like they.
They would just think that you're Jimmy Buffett.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. Like he's not dead. He's not dead. He's gained weight, but he's not dead. Is that what
he's
say?
Taller.
Came back.
He's taller.
So, Steve, how many ads for lederhosen have you gotten recently? Just a random question.
Yeah, that got me angry because I was bitching about this at the store, and then I'm bitching about. I do a rant. I'm bitching about fucking people wearing lederhosen and all this, and of course your phone doesn't listen to you. But then I get on Instagram, and I'll be goddamn if this is there an ad where I can buy lederhosen in big boy sizes, in big boy sizes even. Yeah, I was like, oh, this fucking phone. Fucking phone. God damn.
How many pair did you order?
Well, I ordered 10. I mean, I got the quantity deal. So yeah.
You got the Tommy Bahama brand too.
Steve, I will do this podcast for free if you wear lederhosen over to Germany with me.
We should go over there. That would be fun. It would be.
And the like Robin Hood looking hats that they wear.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got a hat somewhere.
Robin Hood looks German. It's not the other way around.
No, I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just saying that style of hat.
Style of hat. I don't
even know what the kind of style hat is. What is that style hat?
I don't know.
I don't know the name of it. I don't know the name of it.
I don't know either.
Like
Leader Hatson.
Leader Hatson. You don't forget to wear your Leader Hatson. Oh, your Leader Hatson. Oh, don't forget. Augustus, your Leader Hatson. 9! So there you go. Enjoy yourself out there. Look like a clown and be part of the festival. Just integrate in. And please, when you visit distilleries moving forward, wear your overalls. Let's get this thing going.
Yeah, match the attire.
That's the attire. Wear the traditional attire.
Yeah, wear the traditional garb.
As we always do by talking about where people can find us. Darren, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me wearing my overalls to all the distilleries I visit at the Bourbon Adventures.
Yeah.
Darren does do that.
Yeah.
Darren's appropriating the culture.
Yeah. I asked Cop Ken, I said, would you come shopping at because he's wearing his lederhosen and all that. I said, when you come shopping at the ABV Barrel Shop, you should be in a Tommy Bahama shirt. That's what we wear at that shop. He said, yeah, you should try to fit in. He was like, he got angry about that. Then he got mad. I'm just saying. Lenny, how about you?
You can find me and the rest of Deer Hammer on social media at Deer Hammer, on the web at deerhammer.com, where you can order our bottles. And semi-breaking news, we are finally starting to distribute into Missouri beyond the ABV Barrel Shop, of course, around the rest of the state. So that's
nice.
that's a thing.
That is the thing.
We're only allowed to wear flannel to Deerhammer.
Well, that's 100% true.
Yeah. You'll have to come and do a market visit soon. So
100%. Yeah, I got some calendar dates I'll talk to you about. So.
All right. Well, how about you? Where can people find you?
I am on all the socials under my journey through the American spirits and Bourbon Sasquatch.
Miss Beka Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue 1K, no C's, and you can find me at Neely Family Distillery, where if you come in, you got to take your teeth out.
It's tradition.
Kentucky.
It's tradition.
That's a joke. Yeah. Don't get mad.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Appropriating your teeth.
Well, I was thinking about this the other day. I had to work in West Virginia one time back when I was a young sales guy. I got shipped over there in the grocery business. So this is between the ages of 23 and 28. I did that. So I got sent over to West Virginia, and I was like, I don't even know how I found it, because this is before GPS and all that stuff. How did I find out the stores where I had to go? What else? I don't even remember. Paper maps. I mean, it wasn't like you had any way to get there. I don't know how I found all the places I had to go, but I do remember it was on kind of the border of Kentucky, and they're like, here's how you can tell if any Kentucky people are in the store. I said, yeah. How do you like if they don't have any teeth, they're from Kentucky. So like the West Virginia people are ripping on Kentucky people. I was like, what? Really? Yeah. So there you go.
I'm from North Dakota. See, I got all my teeth.
There you go.
For now.
That's just wrong.
For now.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us. The ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. Wear your Tommy Bahama. So it is the traditional garb of the ABV Barrel Shop. Miss Beka Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. Farties, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Before we finish the show, let's talk about some of the great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro is owned and operated by Russell Creed, who makes stills for the hobby distiller. He offers a one-stop shop for everything the at-home distiller needs. Whether it's a small, experimental stovetop still or something bigger you run outside, he has the still or parts you would have difficulty fabricating yourself if you were trying to build a DIY still project. Additionally, he has resources to assist in creating unique distilled spirits, including heirloom grains, barrels for aging, and recipes. Check out Russell's company online at moonshinestillpro.com. Finally, I have a question for you. Have you ever boxed a bear? Of course not. That'd be silly. Bears really don't follow the rules, so shots in the back of the head, punches to the nuts, and scrums after the bell would be the norm. A better idea would be to enjoy Boxing Bear Whiskey, a brand crafted by Nobleton's Distilling House in Union, Missouri, and sold exclusively at the ABV Barrel Shop in suburban St. Louis. This is a popular offering that sells out quickly, but when you are in town, stop by the ABV Barrel Shop and see if they have it in stock. Better yet, sign up for their email and text distribution over at abvbarrelshop.com, and you'll know exactly when it is in stock. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening, and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.